want to make games.
What's up, Dochi?
Hey, girl.
You know, it's been a little minute since you...
So Unreal Engine has two ways to make games, Blueprints and C++. It seems like basically everyone is saying that Blueprints are easier, including my friend who actually knows how to code, so I'm going to go ahead and use Blueprints. So I'm pretty sure I figured out how to look at the blueprints, so I can begin editing. Oh god, are these nodes, man? Dude, I hate nodes.
What's up, Dochi?
Hey, girl.
You know, it's been a little minute since you...
Now you might be wondering why I, a powerlifter from Texas, want to make games. Firstly, I like doing hard things, and creating games is really hard. It involves mastery of a bunch of relatively unrelated skills, each of which takes dozens if not hundreds of hours to master. Secondly, I love creating. The idea of making something entirely new is what drives me in all aspects of life, whether it be content creation, school, or my hobbies. And finally, I want to make games for me and my friends to play. It's hard finding free games that we all like, so I hope making games will give us something to do besides yelling at each other around a campfire. Enough about that. It's time to get to the meat and potatoes of how I ended up learning coding for game development. Going into this, I knew that I would have to learn two main things. Firstly, Blender, and secondly, Unreal Engine. I already know a little bit about Blender, so I decided to start with learning Unreal Engine. So after a few minutes of Googling, I found this course by Stephen Ulibari, and due to the good online reviews and the pretty massive sale, I decided to buy it. After buying the course, things were going well. I waited 2 minutes for Unreal Engine to open, created a world, moved some of the stuff around, waited 2 minutes for Unreal Engine to open, created an environment, waited 2 minutes for Unreal Engine to open, imported objects from Crystal Bridge, waited 5 minutes for Unreal Engine to open, did math, wasn't any waiting for that. But then I realized something. The next video said C++ refresher. Okay, so you know how I don't know how to code? Well, apparently reading Reddit posts instead of the product page is a bad idea, because this course requires you to know basic C++ before you do the course. Now it's presented two problems. First, I was going to have to pay another $15 to buy the C++ course, but more importantly, this 53-hour-long course didn't even include C++. Thoughts began to rush through my head. How much time is this going to take? Am I going to be able to do this? How many more hours am I going to have to spend in loading screens? I then realized that I was going to have to learn C++ anyways, so the fact that it's going to take more time shouldn't really matter because I was going to be spending hundreds of hours throughout learning how to make games, so having more now isn't really going to change anything.
When I breathe, you breathe, alright?
So I'm not going to bore you with everything about the code I learned, however, I can tell you about the learning process and what I thought about the course as a whole. Starting off, I tried to keep things slow. I already knew most of the stuff we talked about, so I was able to get through it without much trouble. But later on, I went into my lock-in mode and completed a section a day. While I think this might not be great for other kinds of learning, since I was doing code hands-on and often had to fix bugs in my code, I was able to absorb the information pretty well, though I do wish I had taken more notes. Now, do I think that this course is worth it? Short answer, yes. Long answer, it depends. There are a bunch of free courses out there, but having something specific to game development is pretty helpful. Also, the Discord is an invaluable resource. For the Unreal 5 development course, I remember spending around 9 hours looking at code trying to find an error, and when I went to the Discord, I was able to resolve the issue in roughly 30 minutes. Now what's next? I plan to get to doing the rest of the Unreal Engine course in the next few weeks, and then upload a video on my experience regarding that. Hey, I just finished editing this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. I put a lot of effort into it. It's pretty late right now, and I just want to, finish it up. Thank you. The video is not actually over. Welcome to the part of the video called I told a friend that I would have them sponsor the video, quote unquote. And even though I'm not being paid and this is not a legal contract, I'm still going to advertise their things. Do you like art? Do you have disposable income that you want to give to somebody? Well then, do I have the proposition to you? Meet Quail. Quail is a amazing artist. Oh god, okay. Quail is an artist, amazing artist. Here is some of their work. Okay, I went over one of them. Anyways, you can commission Quail by contacting them through the card.co on the bottom. And if you use code MAX, you will get 0% off because again, this is not a contractual obligation and I am not being paid for this. However, I did tell them that I needed to pad time, which I do. and this is how I am padding time. So make sure to go to xquaila.card .co and uh go commission them to get art, and then come to me and be like, wow, this is such good art. How much time am I at? 5 minutes left. I really want to be at five. I think I'm at 5 minutes. Okay, thank you. Bye. This is for real. Subscribe, please.